All right, Chase.
Okay.
Listen up. I've been writing a new intro for the podcast.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So the thing is like, I like the intro we have, but I figure we could use a new one. Maybe like something fresh, something original. Something really original.
Right.
All right,
Okay.
so here's what I was thinking.
Do you have anything in mind?
I've made about 3 that, and I want you to tell me which one you like more. Stop me if you don't like it, obviously.
Okay.
So here's the first one. It's So no one told you the news was gonna be this lame. So
Okay,
jobs.
hold on. That's just the Friends theme.
I thought it was pretty original.
The whole point of something being original is that it's new and hasn't been done. What's the next one?
Oh, making the world. Sorry. Let me start over. Sorry, let me make sure this is right. Because I think I'm going to blow you out of the water with this one. Let me make sure that this one's perfect. Making your way in the world today takes all the news you got. Actually, I really want to catch you on this one because I think this one is the right one for you. So I'll just go ahead and skip to the chorus. I know that it's a little weird that I have like a verse and then a chorus, but it's important. It's art, all right? So here we go.
All right.
Sometimes you gotta listen where all the news is just the same. Bum, bum, bum. All the rumors are pretty lame. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay. Hold on. Dude, is that just the Cheers theme?
I've never seen Cheers.
You just said you started a marathon.
Shut up. Shut up. All right. You know what? Okay.
Move on. What's the last one?
You.
Is this one original, or did you just do another freaking riff on a theme?
No, you'll like this one a lot. Okay. Here's the thing.
Right.
I think I really.
Okay.
I think this one's perfect. All right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's the Office theme if you don't know.
It's not original?
Crap. And hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Lights Camera Comics, the show where we talk about all the latest news in geeky and nerdy movies and TV. I am your host, Joseph Gallion, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Chase Gallion.
Why the?
Bring back the 90s, dude. It's going to be great. Guys, if you like the show, you can find it on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud, and now... This is the first time I've ever said anything about it, even the Chase. You can officially find the podcast on Stitcher, home to millions of podcast listeners. Hello, if you're listening on Stitcher.
Hi,
welcome.
Stitches.
Careful. Oh. All right. Oh. Guys, again, if you...
Loophole!
Shut up! I don't need you finding a ways around... the friggin' family-friendly vibe, my mans. All right, so, guys, again, if you enjoy the show, please follow the show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at HeroicPowerENT. You can follow me at CaptainJSSG on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and you can follow Chase on Instagram at Chase.Gallion1, Twitter at Gallion_Chase, and Snapchat at Chase.Gallion. Gallion spelled Galyean. Boom! The way that we do this show is I was doing great. I was doing so well, dude, until right then. Okay. The way that we divide this show up is we split into 4 different categories: Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and miscellaneous. as always, Chase, I will let you decide with what news we start this week.
Okay. Let's start with DC. Let's start with DC.
Okay. I see you. All right, DC news. So actually, pretty interesting news this week. I'll be honest. Like even there isn't too much news. I'll be honest, but it's interesting news. So it's like worthwhile. So Chase, let's talk about the state of the Flash movie. Like the non-existent state. I mean. Right. Because it's never going to happen.
Cinematic creation that is flip-flops.
Yeah, the cinematic film that is non-existent. It's going to take an actual Flashpoint for a Flash movie. I honestly believe that at this point. I feel like I will not believe a Flash movie is actually happening until I'm in the theater watching it. Because like even if there's a trailer, because we got a trailer for New Mutants like 2 years ago and it still isn't out. So like I don't know. I don't trust it. All right. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about the Flash movie. Now Chase, did you see it?
Okay.
The reboot.
I did.
Oh, okay. What'd you think?
I liked it a lot.
All right. I see.
Yeah, I did. I liked it a lot.
Well, okay. So I'm going to butcher this fine gentleman's name, and I would like to preemptively apologize about it. But the director of it, Andy. This looks very Italian. So
just jump right in.
I'm scared. I'm going to get destroyed. But anyway,
just do it.
Andy Muschietti, I think.
There you
Muschietti.
Go. There you go.
I hope.
There you go.
Anyway, the director of it is reportedly, by the Hollywood Reporter, apparently he has been tapped to direct The Flash. I saw a better headline reporting this that was that Andy Muschietti is the next director tapped by DC to leave The Flash. I was like, yeah, okay. That's very accurate. Props to whatever like article or like news website went with that one, because like big props. That's gutsy, my mans.
Yeah, they've been following the news.
That's real, because we've already lost like 5 different directors after the DCEU. I'm probably I don't think I'm actually really over exaggerating on that much, to be honest, because I think it's been around like 4 or 5 now. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that does sound about right.
Yeah, either way. I don't know. I think that he's probably a very talented director. I mean, the last 2 successful DC movies were directed by like horror mainstays. So, I mean, you had friggin' James Wan directing Aquaman, and then oh no, dude, why do I always Adam Sandberg. No. Chase, who directed Shazam. I can never do this. I hate my life.
Was it not Adam?
I think it's Adam Sandberg.
I mean, I think you're right.
I always want to say Andy Sandberg. I'm going to be honest. Like, every time. And I feel like a garbage human that I do this. But, like, by the way, it's David Sandberg, not Andy Sandberg.
David Sandberg.
Yeah. I'm a good person. Anyway, David Sandberg, who killed Shazam, like, freaking was great in that movie. So, like, I think that it could work out really well, to be honest, because, like, I don't know, people act like, oh, you did a spooky movie, that's all you can do. It's like, that's really dumb, because...
Well, yeah, but that's already been broken by
exactly.
Aquaman. I mean,
it's been broken by Aquaman, Shazam, Doctor Strange. I mean, anyone who is like, well, if you do a scary movie, that's all you can do. You're a big old dumb butt. You feel me? Lordy. But, like, I don't know. That's really... I think that's incredibly stupid and narrow-minded to think that. So I think he could do it, but the question is, will he? I mean, honestly, like, the Flash movie is still so up in the air. Like, I doubt it will happen. It is like catching lightning in a bottle. Haha, there it is. Lightning jokes.
Boom.
Chase, are you excited for Joker?
No.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting take and interesting that they're making it, but I just don't really care. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel bad, but it's just I don't really have any want or drive to see it. I'm just not really excited for it. They're like, "Oh, it's going to be the grim, gritty telling of the Joker," and okay. Sure, I guess. I don't know. It's like, I think this could be really good. I'm just not feeling any hype or excitement to see it. Especially since if this does good, then we might not get an actual good cinematic DC universe, you know? I don't know. Warner Brothers plays everything so much by ear that since Shazam didn't do well, financially speaking, it did good, but it didn't do like great, right?
Yeah.
If Joker kills it in the box office, I honestly, part of me feels like you can kiss that cinematic universe goodbye.
Right, yeah. It's just they're going to start doing stuff that's not connected to each other, and it's just...
Yeah. Yeah,
it's going to be
and like,
scattered.
I think they should focus on solo movies, yes, because that's what Marvel did, but they forced the Justice League. So maybe do the solo movies after, I guess. But like, I don't know, and then come back for a new Justice League movie. Don't call it Justice League 2, though. And put the characters that, you know, people want to see more of in it, like put Shazam in it, and put Aquaman and Wonder Woman and all those guys, like, front and center. And, like, way, 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 way in the back, you can see a red cape. You can't tell if it's Henry Cavill. It's probably not. But, you know, it might be, I guess, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know what's going on at DC, because speaking of Superman, do you know who Chris McQuarrie is?
No.
Well,
I do not.
For a little bit of a refresher, gentleman made or directed the last two Mission Impossible movies, so Mission Impossible 5 and 6. That's who Chris McQuarrie is. Great director, knows what he's doing and stuff like that. I want you to know that this man comes into DC with a Superman story ready, and he pitches it to DC. And Warner Brothers looks at him and says, no. In a tweet it's probably deleted by now, let's be honest. In a tweet that's most likely deleted by now, he said that he pitched his own Superman story that involved him going to space, seeing the whole Green Lantern Corps, everything, but Warner Brothers would rather him fix their mess than have his new ideas. And it would have Henry Cavill, specifically.
Well, yeah, because he's already directed Cavill.
Yep, he probably knows how to work with Cavill. So...
Yeah, so I feel like I did hear that news, I just didn't remember the name. I feel like that's really... that's really dirty on Warner Brothers' part.
For real. You had a talented director, someone who's proven himself with a known name. I mean, he made... Like, people were buzzing hard about Mission Impossible 6. Like, everyone was talking about that, about how it's such a great action movie, you know? And people were talking about how Cavill did good in it and all this stuff, and, like, how Chris McQuarrie's really, like... I mean, like... Mission Impossible is cool again, you know? Like, the fourth one was great because it was done by Brad Bird, and the fifth one was also good, and then the sixth one is good. It's like the last... I mean, really the last four. It was the only, like, not great one was Mission Impossible 2, let's be honest. But still, I mean, it's really crappy of Warner Brothers, to be honest, because it's like, this is what fans want. We don't want tired, recycled ideas, or you just throwing something at the at the wall just to see what sticks. We want passionate and talented directors making a good story that represents the character well. That's what Marvel's given us. I mean, obviously, there's been a few misses. Throw the Dark World. But but like they, for the most part, especially once you look at like at the way that Endgame and like Far From Home have closed off this chapter, it's rewarding for fans and it shows people that they care. Dude, they pulled off Mysterio. Like, I mean, come on, man. I don't know. It's ridiculous to me that after getting Endgame out, it's been out for like 2 months. I'll spoil it. It's been out for 3 months, Lord. I'll spoil it, so who cares? I mean, after where we get like Professor Hulk and Thanos and Spider-Man holding a gauntlet like while web slinging on Mjolnir after Captain America threw it, like we get all of this stuff, and then we hear this news. It just shows the giant difference between Marvel Studios and Warner Brothers. You know, Disney kind of lets Marvel Studios do what they do because they know what they're doing. Warner Brothers is just not letting DC do anything on their own. It's all like the committee says this and the committee says whatever, and it's ruined so many movies. I mean, first of all, you got Zack Snyder, which was not a good pick. I think he's made good movies, but he is not a good pick for Superman. He was a good pick for Watchmen because that's his kind of movie, that's his kind of story. But he was not a good pick for Superman at all. And you didn't even, like, after Man of Steel, you didn't really let him make his own Batman vs. Superman. You just kind of, like, freaking do this thing. And then Justice League, you snatched that away from him and forced it into Joss Whedon. And he's like, I tried to fix it.
Yeah.
And we won't even talk about Suicide Squad. You guys like ruined that mess. We'll talk about it once we do an audio commentary. Trust me, that's probably what we'll do after Spider-Man 3. I still haven't uploaded X-Men. Oh, Lord. I'm good at podcasting. You may get a surprise audio commentary, let's say Friday, so I'm not doing like double uploads every day. Because this will be going up on Tuesday. We're going to upload What If Wednesday, HPE Thursday, and then I'll go ahead and upload X-Men. Goodness, gotcha. I'm good at this thing. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's like, you would think they would just listen, you know? For like 5 seconds. If none of your movies are working except for the ones where you're allowing your creators to create, then like that should say something. Wonder Woman was good. Aquaman was pretty dang good. And Shazam was like perfect, dude. It was incredible. Honestly, like so it's just really annoying that they're not doing anything with this. I don't know. They should have like snatched that up quick. Chris McQuarrie comes wanting to make a Superman movie with Green Lantern in it. Dude, I would be there day one. All right, day one. Especially if it's Cavill, because I don't think Cavill's really gotten a chance to play Superman yet, except for in the last little bit of Justice League. That was the only good part of Justice League. Gosh darn it.
Right.
I'm upset. Lordy. Yeah. Hey, that's the end of DC news.
Okay.
Goodness. Gotcha. All right, where do you want to go from here, Captain?
Let's do miscellaneous.
Ooh, very nice. All right, interesting little bit of news here, Chief. So are you a big Saw fan?
No.
Okay, yeah, big same. The first one's good. I haven't seen any of the other ones, but I know they get ridiculous.
Yeah, I've seen like little bits and pieces of them, but I just, other than that, nothing.
That's pretty fair. I'll be honest, but well, I mean, they kind of tried to soft reboot it the other day. Wow, like a year or two back. I don't remember how long ago, but with Jigsaw. Like I didn't see that, but I heard it was pretty bad. So that's fun. Right. but like they tried to do like a soft reboot where it's like in the same universe but not or whatever. But they're officially rebooting the entire franchise, Saw, with creative director Chris Rock, starring Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't know how it's gonna go, but all right.
I'm interested. Do you think it's going to be more of like they won't make it like a comedy, will they?
I wouldn't think so.
I mean,
think
probably
they'll try
not.
to stick to it.
But Chris Rock. Well, I mean, again, not all funny people just do funny stuff. I mean,
yeah.
There's multiple examples of that. Like, I mean, Seth Rogen is one of the main creative directors on Preacher, the AMC show about, angels and demons, people getting shot in the face with a shotgun and making their face look like a butthole. Actually, legitimately, that's a whole thing in that story. It's a thing. Comics are weird, but yeah. So I don't know. It's weird, but I'm interested enough, I suppose.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. We'll see. But that's it for miscellaneous news.
Okay. All right. I guess Star Wars.
There's no Star Wars news.
All right then, Marvel.
All right.
Get out of here, spoilers.
All right. Marvel time. So,
yep.
Let me ask you a question, Chief.
Yep.
Who do you think, without spoiling Far From Home, because it's only been out about a week,
all right,
who do you think would be the perfect villain for Spider-Man 3? If you had to pick one, personally, I would like multiple, but if you had to pick one main one.
Right, okay, Green Goblin.
Ooh, really? That quick, you think?
I feel like now's a good time to at least introduce, I feel like that could be a good time, and then, they could have this nice back and forth now and then in college, and then, in adulthood, you could do some pretty crazy stuff in between that.
Yeah, you make a pretty solid point. Personally, I think with the way that Far From Home ended, there could be a certain hunt, and a very good villain would be Kraven the Hunter. And apparently, John Watts agrees. He said personally he would very much like Kraven the Hunter to be the main villain of the next Spider-Man film, which would be due out 2021, I believe, if they continue the every 2 years thing.
Yeah.
So, we might be getting Kraven, finally. Of course, we don't know for sure because Sony still says that they're making their Kraven movie. They're not.
No,
they're not. Well, then again, they're filming Morbius, and it's apparently coming out next year, so what do I know?
Yeah.
Morbius is a thing that we have to see in theaters.
Yeah, I mean...
Chase, why did we start this show?
That's a great question.
Okay.
For the Morbius movie.
Obviously, that's the most... honestly, that's what all of this has been for. Endgame was cool and all, but, Morbius, okay? Jared Leto being a plasma-sucking vampire, thank you. That's what I've been waiting for. I'm surprised there hasn't been any, reports, on set of him, sending boxes of dead bats or to his coworkers or anything.
And, vials of his own blood.
Oh, his Oh, that's not something the Joker would do. At all.
But anyways.
Right, so anyway, Kraven. I think that would be a really good pick. I think personally,
Kraven
with
would be good. Okay.
Sorry about that. I just died. I think, especially with the way Far From Home ended, I think it would really lend itself to Okay, you know Arkham Origins, the Batman game,
Yes.
where Black Mask uh puts out a bounty like $8 million on the head of Batman.
And then a bunch of assassins
Yep.
come.
I think something like that, but with Spider-Man, would work really well. Not spoiling anything, but I think that would be a logical next step. You can make the main villain Kraven, who's not really in it for the money, because that's not really a Kraven thing. He's in it for the hunt. Because he's Kraven, and he wants the hunt. Anyway, freaking Kraven's cool, dude. But, like, you could have a whole lot of, like, jobber Spider-Man villains if you had that. Like, I mean, like, dude, what I have been pitching all of this time, the Hypno Hustler. Dude, I want the Hypno Hustler as the main villain of Spider-Man 3.
I don't think anyone wants that. Jason.
Main villain, Chase. Main villain. But no, you could have like a lot of like, you know, your smaller, lower level like tier Spider-Man villains. Like I mean, they're probably never going to use like Leapfrog and Stiltman in the Daredevil show, so why not put them in it? And make it Turk, Turk Barrett from the Daredevil show. That's perfect. Make Turk Stiltman in Spider-Man 3. Hashtag Turk for Spider-Man. Make it happen.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm starting a petition. Let me be. Hashtag Turk for Spider-Man.
Boom.
Spider-Man Turk from home. Anyway, it doesn't work, so don't ask why, but I said it. Speaking of Spider-Man, though, now, Chase, how many Spider-Man movies would you like to see in this MCU?
I want to see it until Tom Holland is like an old decrepit, like in a wheelchair, flying around, like can't walk anymore. Arthritis is killing him. Like,
and then like
I wanna
3
see
more
him
after
flying
that.
around the New York City streets in a wheelchair.
I agree.
Like, old man Spider-Man with a cane.
Realistically speaking, typically you get like, you know, your 3 movie trilogy in the MCU. You know, that's kind of what we got with Captain America, with Thor, with Iron Man.
Yeah.
Possibly 4
like,
with Thor.
Cameo movies.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I think Thor's getting 4.
Well, yeah, it's heavily rumored, so I mean, we might be getting it. We never know. I mean, let's be real. Anyway, I am really intrigued because there is a current rumor that's circulating. Lord, I just lost all of my momentum. There's a current rumor that is circulating on the internet that Marvel is looking at doing 3 different trilogies, 9 films for Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
I'm down.
Do it.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's Spider-Man. Awesome. You can. He has such a huge rogues gallery. You've only got Shocker, Vulture, the Tinkerer, and Mysterio so far. You've set up Scorpion. Yeah. You can do Kraven. You can do the Rhino. You can do like Electro, like, Doc Ock, Sandman. Please do Sandman. I love Sandman so much. Anyway, Sandman's the man. And you can do the symbiotes whenever he's in college. Like, so yeah, okay, that's the rumor currently, is that you're going to have your high school trilogy, your college trilogy, and your adult trilogy.
That makes sense.
I have a counter offer. I think the 9 films is a very interesting premise. What if you had high school trilogy, you had your college trilogy, and then you had your Miles Morales trilogy?
No.
Oh? Why you say that?
Nah. Because I want to see Tom Holland. Like Tom Holland
but
forever.
Yeah, but like story-wise, it would make sense and it would work really well.
Well, no.
Because they've They've already set him up
Opinions.
in Spider-Man.
Boom.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Get
I don't know if you
shut
saw that movie.
down.
It was pretty good, but they set him up in that, and it was really good. And it'll have Childish Gambino in the movie. So, I'm just saying.
I mean, you're right. Yeah, it would be good. And, you know, I love me some Donald Glover.
Amen. Donald Glover is the GOAT.
I just want to see Tom Holland. Like, as much Tom Holland as possible.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, big same, actually. But I'm just saying, it would work very well. I would love to see...
Yeah.
I would love to see 9 Tom Holland movies and 9 Miles Morales movies. I'm fine with ungodly amount of Spider-Man, because it works. It works. But, you know, I'm just being realistic, you know. I'm just being honest. But anyway, hey, let's move on. Because now we're floundering, and that's good. So, speaking of Spider-Man, again, continuing, because there's so much dang Spider-Man news, dude. Far From Home has gained over $500 million in its opening week, my man. It was a holiday
good
weekend.
Opening.
But still. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's insanity.
Yes.
I am very happy to have contributed it to goodness, this is a good podcast. I'm very happy to have contributed to that $500,000 excuse me. $500,000 is really bad.
Yeah.
That's about what Dark Phoenix is making. Speaking of which, boom, that segue. Oh. Dark Phoenix is on track to be a bigger box office bomb than Fantastic Four 2015.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Got him. And I also, me, you, and Sierra, we all contributed to that movie for some reason. Because
But we also
got
contributed it to how bad it is.
Yeah. Because it's trash.
We can say that we were a part of that. There we go.
Garbage. I just spiked the mess out of my microphone, and I'm happy about it. It was bad. But hey, dude, let's wrap up this quick episode real quick with really good news. How about that?
Okay. Yeah.
The MCU has officially crossed $22 billion overall.
That's amazing.
That's insanity. That's a lot of money, my man, and it's a lot of my money, too.
That is a lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Goodness gracious.
That's amazing to think about. Something as big as a franchise could even happen.
Yeah, it's the biggest franchise in the world, ever.
Yeah.
Is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because of what they've done in the last 10 years. They've made $22 billion in the last 10 years. That's insane, my man. That's crazy. But after Endgame almost makes $3 billion, almost. I guess it's no surprise, really, after 22 movies, I think. Wow, I think it's... Yeah, I think we have 22 movies, and it's made $22 billion. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
That's a good average.
That's $1 billion per movie, including the original, Phase 1 movies that didn't make all too much money, you know? So,
right.
Dang. But, bro, okay. That's it for our super dead drought week. We had some interesting topics like the Chris McQuarrie thing and some, time to make fun of Dark Phoenix, which is always appreciated. Because that's one of my favorite things to do, is to just absolutely take a dump on Dark Phoenix, because it was trash. But hey.
There we go.
There we are. Guys, if you enjoyed this podcast, please comment, subscribe, rate, all of the stuff that you do on whatever platform you listen to. Guys, if you're on iTunes, write us a review. It actually helps us out a lot. But the one thing that you can do that will help us out the most is tell someone to check out the podcast. Get them to listen to him. Chase, how should somebody get a friend or even a complete and total stranger to listen to the podcast?
Okay, see, what you do. You walk up to somebody. You walk right up to their face. I don't care who they are. You walk them, you grab their face, you smush their cheeks together with your fingers, and you slap them with the other hand. Just real hard. You slap them real hard. Then you're like, you don't want to hit me back. You want to watch Heroic Power Entertainment. Lights, Camera, Comics. And then they're like, oh, what? And they watch it. It's that simple, guys. I've already done it 3 times.
That works?
Yeah, 100%.
Is that also how you got Sierra to date you?
Not quite. No.
You sound like you were trying to... What do you mean, not exactly?
Not quite. Just... No.
All right. I'm uncomfortable. This is the last episode of Lights, Camera, Comics. Oh, goodness, guys. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching and listening. For Heroic Power Entertainment, I'm Joseph Gallion.
I'm Rice.
Did you say Rice?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't see why. No problems with that. Whatever. Okay, cool. Whatever. Fine. Friggin' bye.
Bye.
Goodness.